Hey guys, so I know this isn't the best position for me, but I hadn't done a video for you guys in a little while and I wanted to get something out there just so you know that it isn't just started and died. So yeah, this is a video just about why I love Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Basically, I'm going to talk about what it is about his writing I like and his influence on other people and stuff. And you'll find out that I'm very wet behind the ears in my exploration of the mythos, authors and people that follow him, and this is why I need contributors on the website, on the channel, because I'm still learning and I'm loving it. I'm still in the exploration stage. So yeah, right. So why H.P. Lovecraft? Well, basically, I'm 24, and obviously when I was younger, when I was 15. I toyed with being a goth, not a proper goth, or not a proper goth like the 80s stuff with The Cure and Sister Mercy and Susie and the Banshees and stuff. I was I don't know what you call it, a permagoth. It was Slipknot and Craig LaFilth and stuff, so a metaler basically. And what attracted me to that was the theatricality and tone of gothic stuff. I was always into weird and horror, so that led me to Edgar Allan Poe. Obviously, he's like the flagship author of goths, and I loved his stuff. When I was a child, I loved writing poetry and things, so as an angsty teenager, I was writing all this poetry from hell kind of stuff, and so I really liked Edgar Allan Poe. But of course, his stuff is there's a lot of kind of romance in it, and it isn't out and out horror. It's more gothic, if you know if you understand what I'm saying. And as a 15-year-old kid, that didn't. It's like now I can appreciate Shakespeare, but as a kid I couldn't. And there's things like Macbeth. There's some violent stuff in Shakespeare, and it's just, as I got older, I appreciated it more. Same with Edgar Allan Poe. It just wasn't immediate enough as a kid for me to get into. But anyway, obviously researching Edgar Allan Poe and the stuff he'd influenced and things inevitably led me to H.P. Lovecraft. As far as I've known with my knowledge so far, H.P. Lovecraft was a big fan of Poe, even wrote to him, I think, and I love the idea that all these authors around that time kind of all corresponded with each other, and that was all people knew about it. There wasn't a big scene, because obviously they didn't have the things we have today, and it was the epitome of underground. As you can tell, this video is going to be me going off on all sorts of tangents, so I apologise for that. But anyway, Lovecraft. I got hold of the Weird Fiction collection for Christmas from a girlfriend, because I asked for it. I read Night Gaunts, which is the first poem in it, and I was sold. Apologise for my computer beeping there. I was just in love with it. I then read Dagon, and I was obsessed. It's just this feeling. It's not evil, because, as most of us know, H.P. Lovecraft didn't do good and evil. It's just this. It's not even creepy. It's just this undertone in his writing. It's like depression. It's like unsettlingness. You read his books, and just something in the back of the words just seem tinged with a kind of something's not right. It's like in a movie, like a Hitchcock movie, where you get the dramatic camera angles. Nothing's actually happening, and nothing scary might happen, but you've got dramatic camera angles, and the music starts to just slowly rumble underneath and build up. And his stories, to me, that's the kind of... Oh, sorry, it's gone out of focus there. Ooh, go back into focus. There you go. His stories, they do that to me when I read them, and even though the stories I've read so far, the vistas and the stuff he creates are very bland, and they're rock sculptures and stuff. I don't know why, but in my head they just conjure up so much visual stuff, and I love mythology, so I love all this learning about the cults and people worshipping things, and the fact that there's this whole mythos. And I know that he didn't write it so there was a kind of mythos. I know that's a kind of thing that was sort of bolted on afterwards. But the fact that he was writing stories that used themes from other stories, kind of linked them together, I love that. I love weird fiction, and I love when you're just put into a story with all these things that already exist that you don't know about. So a guy's on a weird planet. The calendar's different. They have 27 months, or the creatures breathe water, or I don't know, stick chopsticks in their nose. I don't know, but I just love it not being explained and having that feeling in my head of just what the hell. It's frustrating, but that's what I love. And H.P. Lovecraft does this brilliant thing where I don't know if it's intended, because obviously there's no way of knowing what he really was trying to convey and what it all meant. But I just love this fact that he just gave you tiny little bits, just enough for you to go, oh. And I'm the kind of kid that when I first watched Blair Witch Project, and it got to me, because when I watch a movie I completely get into it. I wanted to go and investigate about the Blair Witch, because when it came out the internet was still in its infancy. I wanted to know about it and know the history and the area, and that's the kind of person I am. So H.P. Lovecraft, with all these books that people find, and people finding these fossils and relics that can't be described and stuff, it's just awesome. And of course I'm still discovering. I haven't read all of this stuff. I've read very little of this stuff, to be fair, and I love it. And then you get to the modern aspect of stuff, where he's influenced things, and yeah, it's getting a bit silly with like Cuddly Cthulhu and stuff like that, but a lot of people that are into horror, like myself, they love the comedy aspect and the silliness of, like, I don't know, like Reanimator. That's got a lot of humour in it. It's a brilliant movie, but it's got a lot of humour, and Jeffrey Combs is such a hammy actor in it. So good. But all the silly Cthulhu related stuff that's coming out, yeah, of course we want other stuff. I mean, Cthulhu's getting a bit... It was just one of the creatures, or gods, or whatever. It's just, it adds to the silliness. You get a Cuddly Cthulhu, it's like straight out of a B-movie kind of thing. And I love it all. I'm into, like I say, you're going to see the games. I'm investigating a role-playing game to get into that. I found out there's S.T. Joshi, I don't know if I've got his name right, but he's like the leading expert on Lovecraft's writings, and I'm going to track his stuff down and read that, because that's awesome. I need to start investigating all the people that he influenced. I mean, I know there's like August Derleth. I need to look into his stuff, but I want to finish the Lovecraft stuff first. There's Clark Ashton Smith. I think Robert Bloch. There's the guy who did Conan. Oh, I've forgotten his name. Robert E. Howard, I think. And there's all these weird fiction authors that I want to explore, because my head just... I love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, sorry this has been a long video, but I just wanted to let you guys know how he affects me and why I love him so much. And I hope some of my passion came across. And cheers for watching, guys. I mean, I've only got one video up and I haven't really publicised the video, and I've already got quite a bit of support, so I really appreciate that, guys. And yeah, cheers for watching, and look out for the next videos. Cheers, bye.